Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. Got a good one for you guys today. Excited to get into this. We're going to review the whole card. I'm not going to touch on today's DAZN card. It's just not. We got too big of a week. We got too big of a Saturday. I guess, and I'm still looking for absolute confirmation on this, but is Martin Bacoli replace Daniel Dubois? Is that for sure? Is that done deal? Is that for sure? I'm still looking for absolute confirmation on that. But Dubois is out. Let's go, Gary Austin. Let's go. It is Bacoli. That's confirmed. That's 100%. That's for sure. 100% done deal, says the real. All right. That changes things up. Now I'm going to have to do a video on that as well. It's all good, though. It's all good. We'll get to that video. Guys, all right. But please smash the like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing Blog, on all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes at you for every single major fight, so you know how to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. Guys, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. You get the lock of the week, which I've already released today. I released it today. So get the lock of the week. The Patreon's in the link. It's in that little ticker below, and it is pinned in the chat. So get the Patreon. Get access to the Patreon. $5 a month gets the lock of the week. It gets you asked to book in. It also gets you the Discord. Being in the Discord gets you live betting. It gets you the absolute best gambling advice. So join. It's $5 a month. The Discord is totally free of charge when you become a Patreon for just $5 a month. And then after you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. The world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. The Carnival Bar. carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Guys, so I want to answer everyone's questions. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, put them in now. I want to address to them. I want to get to them. Obviously, we have some news. What app? I want to reel. What app are you using that has Bacoli plus 143? It's interesting because he's taking the fight on such short notice. Was Bacoli in camp for another fight? Was he getting ready? Where was he? Like, is he in the cold? Is he off the couch? I can't imagine taking a Parker fight off the couch. I think Bacoli can win. This is what's so interesting about the fight. Like, if both guys had a full camp and you said who wins, Bacoli or Parker, I would take Bacoli. I think I got to go back, watch the Big Baby tape, watch the Carl Sakam, Tony Yoka tapes. But I think he wins. I think Bacoli wins, right? I'm going to take a poll. Let's take a poll. Hang on. All right, so here's the poll question. If both fighters had full camp, who wins? Bacoli or Parker? The poll is now live, guys. Please smash the like button as well. Please smash the like button and let your voice be heard in the poll. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let me get to some of these, and then we'll look at the book. All right, my parlay under 1.5 knockdowns on Bivol and Better Beef and Shakur moneyline minus 200. Wait, hang on. My parlay under 1.5 knockdowns. Oh, I got you. On Bivol and Better Beef and Shakur moneyline. Yeah, I like it. Shakur's obviously a given. That's easy money. And I love this under 1.5 knockdown bet. I love that. You need 2 knockdowns. So both guys or one guy will have to get knocked down twice. I like it a lot. I like the over 10.5. I just don't love betting on either fighter at a 50-50 fight. I think there are better bets to be made. I think the over, I think the under 1.5 knockdowns, I think these are great bets. Unfortunately, we lost the same prop on Floyd Schofield and Shakur Stevenson. I love that prop too. I like the over and I like the under 1.5 knockdowns. Unfortunately, those are gone because that fight's off the board. No replacement for Scope. No, you're right. It has been replaced. So both fighters have been replaced. Yeah, the card's still really good. It's still a really good card. It's just without Floyd and Shakur taking a hit. Parker and Bacoli. I'm interested. I'm interested in that fight. Oaklawn Sports in Arkansas. Oh, that's where you got the prop from. I got you. I think Bacoli wins too, especially if he had a full camp. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know where I don't know where he was. Was he off the couch? I mean, was he in camp? Was he a couple weeks out? I mean, I don't know where Bacoli was. Bacoli hasn't fought since the Big Baby fight, which was in August. So that was 5-6 months ago. The Real says they said he was already in fight camp. There was 2 other guys he was supposed to fight in early April, I believe. All right. I even think he beats him tomorrow, to be honest. Maybe. I mean, look, he could win. I just don't love it. Without, I need to know more about him. I think about the only one who thinks Parker wins. No, I don't think so. Like, he's taking the fight on short notice. I think that matters. Parker's doesn't get hit a ton. There are definitely things to like about Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker is coming off 2 good wins, the Wilder win, the Zhang win. He's got good wins. Bacoli is young and in his prime-ish. Like, I think he's 31. So he's not old like Wilder and Zhang. Parker could win. Absolutely, Parker could win. He's the betting favorite because of it's all right. Because it's on short notice. I'm sure if he had a full camp, Bacoli would be the favorite. But Parker can win. Parker is a pain in the ass to deal with. Like, he won't engage. He knows how to win rounds. He can out jab you from the outside, move, and just kind of win rounds. I had to fight with him and Joshua back in the day, very close. I know the judges didn't give him more than a couple of rounds, but I thought he won a lot of rounds. I thought the fight was very close. Just him jabbing, just like him jabbing and scoring here and not getting hit there. And like, okay, I guess he carries the round. I like Kane Sandoval tonight. Am I sharing this? I'm not sharing this, right? I am sharing it. All right, Kane Sandoval minus 2,000. Even if you parlayed this 2-leg parlay tonight, minus 1,100. Yeah, don't bother. Tomorrow, all right, here we go. I like Buatsi. I like Buatsi a lot. I like Buatsi, and I like the over. I like these 2 bets. I like these bets a lot. Do we have? Buatsi and the over. I like these 2 bets. I think these are both safe. I would take both of these bets. Zhang and I like Caballol. And I like the total. I like. Does the fight go the distance? No. So the 2 bets I like on Caballol and Zhang are Caballol money line, fight not to go the distance. I like those 2 bets. Virgil Ortiz and Madrimov. I like Verge a lot in this. I'm going to bet on Verge to win this fight. I am. I'm taking Verge. I'm not touching anything else. I'm not touching the outcome. I'm not touching the over-under. I'm simply taking Verge to win the fight. I think that's a good bet. The other bet that I kind of like here is a draw. I think it's it's that kind of fight, but I like Verge. I'm picking Verge to win. I'm placing a bet, a standalone bet. It's not part of my parlay, but I'm betting on that. Now, a bet I love, and these odds are getting worse. Hamza Shiraz, minus 300. Hamza Shiraz, minus 300. And that's all I'm betting. I'm not betting the over under on this. I like Shiraz on the money line. It's the only bet I like here. Shiraz by stoppage is plus 110. Shiraz by decision is plus 240. I'm not taking it. I'm laying off that. Shakur Stevenson and Josh Padley. Well, obviously, I'm taking Shakur. The odds are crazy on this. minus 4,000. Wild. The over-under is wild. Like, I don't know where Padley's at either in his camp. Josh Paddy, British fighter, 15-0, not a puncher. I kind of think this thing goes the distance. You guys want a prop? A plus money prop? Fight to go the distance? Shakur by decision. I like both these bets. I wish they were a little better. I like both these bets. Paddy's not terrible. I don't think he's going to engage. He dominated, and I mean dominated, and dropped Mark Chamberlain. He's not a bad fighter. He's not going to win, obviously. But this is, I like these props. I think it goes to distance. At least bet the over on it. Better Biev and Bivol. Better Biev and Bivol. I like Bivol plus 105. I love the over 10.5. And then the knockdown. Where's the knockdown prop? Oops, where's the wrong prop? Total knockdowns, 1.5. Under 1.5 at minus 215. All right, so all of the bets that I like on this parlay, I mean on this Saturday, on the biggest fight card of ever, or whatever they're calling it. Josh Buatsi, money line, minus 205. Josh Buatsi, Callum Smith, over 10.5, minus 320. Ajit Caballol, money line, minus 165. Zhang Caballol, to go the distance, no, minus 170. Virgil Ortiz, money line, minus 125. Shiraz, money line, minus 300. Shakur Stevenson, money line, minus 4,000. Fight to go the distance, yes. Shakur Stevenson by decision, plus 175. Bivol, money line, plus 105. Better Biev, minus 310. Under 1.5 knockdowns, minus 215 in Better Biev and Bivol. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 12 bets that I like. I like all of those. So get in on all of those. Let me get to your chats now. Guys, if you have any questions, I'm going to get through the chat now. Leave your questions, comments, thoughts, super chats in here. I'm going to get to all of them. All right. Wait, the under 1.5 knockdowns, you need to be knocked down under 2 times to win, bro. Right. So one knockdown or less. 0 knockdowns or 1 knockdown, you win the bet. My newest parlay is Bacoli, money line, under 1.5 knockdowns, Bivol and Better Beef, over 7.5, Virgil and Majimov, over 5.5, Shiraz and Adames, and under 1.5 knockdown, Shakur versus Padley, $40 to win, 170. Just paid over 4. Yeah, I like that. All right, so let me get this right. Okay, parlay, Bacoli money line, under 1.5 knockdowns, okay, over 7.5, okay, I like that. Okay, 5.5, I think is safe. Under 1.5 knockdowns, Shakur and Padley. Yeah, I like that real. Absolutely the real. Muscle says, damn, the real. What a book you're using to get over 5.5 on Verge Majimov. Yeah, what book? He's using the one in Arkansas. It's a great book. The fact that Zhang caught him 2 times solidly and put him down both times makes me enthusiastic about Bacoli giving him the business. It's true. I said, how sharp, how ready is Bacoli? I agree. I think Bacoli's got a real chance in this fight. I'm getting over 10.5 on DraftKings. Yeah, other books, muscles have break it down by round. You can bet 5, 6, 7.5, 8. DraftKings doesn't do that, which is all right. I'm using Oakland Sports. BC in the house. Who do I like, Barrera versus Rios? I didn't do a film breakdown on this. I like Barrera. But in order for me to suggest that, to recommend that, I'd have to do the tape. I like Barrera. It's a good fight. I don't think highly of Christopher Rios. I like Barrera. This is on UFC Fight Pass, right? I would lean towards Barrera in this fight. I would. Barrera. But I haven't broke it down. I just think Caballero is going to get exposed by Zhang. He stands in front of him, of all his opponents, the whole fight, and he leaves his hands down for a very. He's got flaws. He could get hit. I just think he's going to outwork him. He's going to out hustle him. He's going to break him down. He's going to slow him down, and he's going to stop him late. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Right? Like, it's not my favorite bet, but I think. Either way, someone's getting knocked out. That's why the bet I like in this is not to go the distance at minus 170. I think the fight not to go the distance at minus 170 is a great bet. Either Caballero is going to get knocked the hell out, or he's not, and he's going to wear down and break Zhang down with volume and finish him and get a late stoppage. For some reason, I have a feeling Shiraz is in a tougher fight than everyone. I really studied the tape. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. He is. I agree. He's not a bum. It's not a walkover. It's not a layup. It's a real fight, but he's going to win. If it goes the distance, that's sad. I think Shiraz can pull it out, but Adamus is a good fighter. I just don't see how he wins the fight. We good, Miran. We good, Miran. How are you? Ortiz is huge. Huge. So when this guy was trying to make 147, it was dangerous. I remember seeing him when he fought Michael McKinson at the media day and stuff. It was him, it was Blair Cobbs, it was all Michael McKinson and Maurice Hooker, all 147 guys. He looked 15 pounds bigger than all of them, fighting all fighting. And this is 2 years ago. I'm out right now, so won't be on for long, but wanted to happen. It's good to have you on, Miran. It's good to have you. Miran is in the Discord, so it's good to have you aboard. It's good to have you here, and we'll be talking in the Discord. Guys, join the Patreon. Get in the Discord. It's $5 a month. It's well worth it. Let me let my dog. My dog wants in on the conversation. Ugh. I know I asked you earlier when we texted, but even if there is a knockout, yes. Look, I want to explain. It's a fair question. It's a good question. The 1.5 knockdowns, like hypothetically, if the guy if fighter A lands one punch on fighter B as soon as the fight starts and the fight ends in a knockout 10 seconds into the fight, you went under. There was less than 1.5 knockdowns. So it doesn't matter if the fight goes the distance or not, right? As long as there's less than 2 knockdowns, meaning 0 or 1, you win the bet. You win the bet. Give me Bacoli and Throne. Also Parker points. I'm not sure what you mean by Throne. Zhang has knocked down his last 9 opponents. Yeah. He's real. That's why I'm saying just take the fight not to go the distance. That's the best bet there. Not to go the distance is the best bet. Shiraz is a star waiting for the future. He will show levels. I agree. I think Shiraz is one of the best names in boxing coming up. I do. He's that next generation of great fighters. Originally, I was iffy on this fight, and then Chilltown talked up Shiraz. I was like, and then I watched the video. I watched the tape, and now I'm 100% convinced on Shiraz. Let me get you some more of these. Shakur will beat Electrician, and Eddie Hearn will call out Tank. I think you guys are being disrespectful. Look, Shakur's going to win. Yes, Shakur's going to win. But Padley's good, man. He's not a bum. He's not fighting a walking tuna can. He's not a tomato can. He's a real fighter. Padley's a real. Is he going to win? No, he's not going to win. But I think he can go the distance. I think he can. It's tough. How does people thought Madrimov, I'm not one of them, but people thought Madrimov beat Terrence Crawford. I don't, the path to victory is not clear for him. Outbox him from the outside, land on the inside. Virgil Ortiz was technically knocked down twice in his last fight. So people are going to, I guess, question his chin. Is he susceptible to being knocked out? Look, if Madrimov fought Boachuk, I don't know who I would beat. I think Virgil, and this is going to be blasphemy, and y'all is going to get pissed off at me for this, but I think at 154, Virgil beats Terrence Crawford. I don't think Terrence Crawford belongs at 54. I think 47 was his best weight class. I don't think 154 is the ideal weight for him. I think he's better suited at 47, but he's already cleared out the division at 40, 47, undisputed champ. 54 is the new weight class, and I think this is a bridge too far from him. I think he's beatable at 154, where he's unbeatable at every other weight class. But I don't think Madrimov wins. I'm not 100% comfortable in Ortiz, but I'm fairly confident in Ortiz winning that fight. I think Denny might have dives. Shiraz untested, really. I'm not going to accuse him of taking a dive, Rambler. Although there have been other guys who have taken a dive. So, what about Ammo Williams? Ammo Williams is real. The gas tank of Bacoli is much better than Zhang's as well. Another reason I think Parker struggles with Bacoli more. Yeah, my only concern is what kind of shape is Bacoli in? Is he sharp? Is he ready? Is he well conditioned? These are legit questions. But I'm gonna do I'm working on Buatsi right now and Callum Smith, and then after that we're gonna do that video tomorrow. So I'm gonna get you guys all the content I can. All right. Will your dog be watching the greatest card of all time? Yes, on my couch for most of the card, I would imagine. Yes, my dog will absolutely be watching. Oh, my boy Miran has the props that I love, the UK props. Most punches thrown is what I mean. So, most punches thrown. Okay. So, Bacoli money line with Bacoli throwing the most punches. You gotta like that. You gotta like that. Does Bacoli win by KO or decision? Great question. Great question. Padley is a good fighter. Boxing doesn't pay well until you get to a certain level. That's the reality for the majority of boxers. Hopefully, we can focus on boxing full time after this parlay. 100%. 100%. Would you say Padley is better than Hart Honan? Yeah, I would. Is he on the level? That's a fair comp. Like, they're comparable levels. I'm taking over 7.5. I like over 7.5, depending on his shape and conditioning. I like Paddy is not bad. He's not bad at all. Do you think Shakur will finally fight a big name after this? I feel like people are getting tired of him not fighting anyone that's a true contender or champion. Look, he's not supposed to be fighting Paddy. He's supposed to be fighting Schofield. Schofield got food poisoning. The fight's off. I mean, I don't know. Does he fight a top name? I hope so. There's so many great names at the division. I hope so. I don't have a ton of confidence in that, but I hope so. Shakur should win every round. Yeah, probably. I want to bet 15K on Ortiz money line. Bet responsibly, Junior Smile. That's all I can say. If you have it, I like to bet. I like him to win. But bet responsibly. That's all I'm going to say. The nap I took during the Catterall Barbosa fight has gotten me all rested up for this card. Exactly. And now we can now we have a Joseph Parker in a real fight. So we can't even nap during the Parker fight. So get your rest before the fight. Get your nap in. Get your rest before the Parker fight. Because I know a lot of you were planning on napping during the Parker fight. He is painful to watch, man. Blame the British Board of Control for these midweek weigh-ins. Hey, man, I hear you. I gotta hop out. Have a good night. Have a good night, Miran. Night. Talk to you soon, my man. Bacoli won't win coming off the couch. Billy Nelson just wants. Yeah. I understand. It's a good argument. Like the guy's coming in off the couch. How cold is he? Like these things matter. Now, have fighters won coming off the couch? They have, but it's adding another dynamic to it, an interesting dynamic. I'm torn on this fight, man. Shakur diehards are saying it's too hard to get a big fight on a 4 days notice, but Parker convinced Turk and Eddie to call in Bacoli in 3. It's guys, it's a little easier for heavyweights because they don't need to make weight. It is a little, it's a little easier for heavyweights, to be fair. It's facts. Does Bacoli finally get a shot at a major belt if he wins the fight? I hope so, man, but who knows? It gets real political at the top. Like, he deserves it if he wins on short notice. He has the win over Big Baby Anderson. He's got good wins. Maybe. I hope he gets a shot. I also hope that Usyk retires. Just retire. Like, beating Bacoli isn't going to add to his legacy. He's already got Usyk. He's already got enough money to feed all of Ukraine 10 times. Like, just retire now, Usyk. Enjoy retirement. Your legacy is cemented. You're one of the all-time greats. Just call it a career, my man. Just call it a career. Like, there's nowhere else for Usyk to elevate his career. His legacy is cemented. He's the greatest cruiserweight of all time. He's the greatest heavyweight of his era. He's the best heavyweight of his era. He's the greatest cruiserweight of all time. He can't really build up legacy much more. So it's what it is, you know. But let me check out my poll real quick. There's just 12 of you guys that voted. Guys, get in on the poll. Get in on the poll. Right now, 14 of y'all have voted. I got 64% Bacoli, 36% Parker, but not enough of y'all is voting. There's only 14 of y'all who have voted. Keep voting in this poll. I'm interested in seeing who wins. All right, I'm going to recap this one more time. We got real buzzing in. I think very many fighters want a piece of Bacoli. He's continuously been avoided. I don't think very many fighters want a piece of Bacoli. That seems to be the case, real. That does seem to be the issue. Like, yeah, I don't disagree. All right, so one more time, I'm gonna recap this real quick, and then I'm gonna end this up, and I'll be live again tomorrow. Joshua Buatsi minus 205 money line, over 10.5. Buatsi, Callum Smith, love it. That's at minus 320. Agit Caballol, moneyline minus 165. A bet I love is for the fight not to go the distance at minus 170. Virgil Ortiz, moneyline minus 125. Hamza Shiraz, moneyline minus 300. Shakur Stevenson, moneyline minus 4,000. And that fight to go the distance at plus 170. So I like both those bets. Shakur Stevenson by technical decision at plus 175. Good bet. Dimitri Bivol, money line, plus 105, plus a bet I absolutely love. Two bets I absolutely love. Over under 10.5 rounds, minus 310. Take the over. Under 1.5 knockdowns, take the under at minus 215. All right, so that's 12 bets there that I love. Get in on this. These are great bets, guys. And 79 Pro said Zhang over 0.5 knockdowns is plus 140. For me, Shakur under 1.5 knockdowns is minus 260. I like both these bets also. Zhang has to score 1 knockdown. That pays plus money. Yeah. And Shakur under 2 knockdowns. I like both of those. I like the Zhang bet better, to be honest. I think Shakur could get 2 knockdowns. It could happen. I think Zhang will almost certainly get 1 knockdown. So I like both those bets. I like the Zhang bet better. All right. Guys, if you have any last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them now. Leave your last-minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats right now, or forever hold your peace. I'm going to go check the poll. one more time and report on that poll. If you guys have no further questions, comments, thoughts, or super chats, then I'm gonna wrap up the stream and call it a night. All right, so we got a clear winner in the poll. It's been 15 votes. Bacoli is winning 67 to 55. So Bacoli, I'm going to end the poll now. Bacoli is the clear winner after 26 minutes of polling. Clearly, Bacoli wins. So you guys like Bacoli? All right, y'all. I'm going to wrap this up. Okay, we got some comments here. I'm the biggest Shakur fan. If Shakur doesn't get a stoppage, we'll be upset. I just don't know stylistically if it's a fight he's going to get a stoppage. Shakur's going to outclass him. He's going to win every round. I don't know that he gets the stoppage. How is Nakatani's opponent? I'm not too familiar with him. We'll get to Nakatani. Nakatani should win easily. It's a real fight for sure. It's a fight. Like, he's not getting a tune-up in David Cuellar. He's minus 1,100 for a good reason. And he's gone from minus 700 to minus 1,100. So keep that in mind. It's a real opponent, but Nakatani's going to win. I'm naming my next dog Bacoli if he wins. Let's go, Real. Let's go, Bacoli. Zane can't fight inside. He looks like he looks to the ref to break him. Fair point, Zane. Fair point. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We've been live for 32 minutes and 10 seconds. So I'm going to wrap this up, guys. It is, unless there's any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, which you guys should leave now. It is February 20th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.